I tried to tell you, keep fucking around, nigga. Eventually, you gonna get burned.
How old is they?
Like 21.
Who?
No. Man, this shit ain't gonna load up in time. Fuck.
What is this on this TV channel? You feel like you real too fast?
Who? Yeah.
You look real?
Bro, Madden moves so fucking slow, bro.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports.
Ready, break. Right.
Throwing first play is Ritter. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Ready.
Right away, they'll change the look. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Second down throw coming by Willis. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something?
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst. 35 yards. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So our game here, one of 8 games in total on this opening weekend that is a divisional matchup. And listen, you look at this NFC South, new coach and quarterback on the other sideline for Carolina, new quarterback in New Orleans, new QB in Tampa. All of a sudden, Desmond Ritter, Charles, is the lone established veteran quarterback in the division.
I like how you said established there. I think in the elastic sense of the word, he's the established veteran. But he is the guy that returns to his team from last year and is leading them. This division is going to be wide open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, Ritter. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
On play action, here's Ritter.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Willis looks to pass it here. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. He's on his way across midfield. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 79 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On third down, Robinson.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike. So that's caught at the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Robinson on a give right side. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Even though they were stopped before the 1st down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
19 Lions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, it's Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
Likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Willis' throw here on target to Hurst. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. Want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Ready.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's a screen for Robinson. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Bradley Pena now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down, it's Willis. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Robinson toss play left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Ritter back to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Robinson up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Robinson with another carry, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I need to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Willis will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And once again, this is Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these kids, these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, Show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Willis on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Sanders from 40 yards out. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Ritter to throw it. And complete to Drake London. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
London moved the chain, something he did 48 times as a rookie last season. First receiver taken in the 2022 draft, finished with almost 900 yards in the league's 2nd worst passing offense.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU most valuable. There he goes, right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll pitch it, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They run. Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On 4th down, here's the option. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the
fake extra point.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Panthers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season.